Early morning, rise and shine. That's the plan. Alrighty. Safe to say, I had quite a lot of fun playing Satisfactory yesterday. We got what I consider a reasonable amount done. Today is phase 1 complete day, I think, and figure out what the hell we need to do for phase 2. Where did we leave it yesterday then? I had my iron filtering round. We've got 2 feeds of iron into our little make stuff area. Our make stuff area might need a touch more added to it. I think I decided at the end of yesterday that this 3rd iron node, that I've actually tapped it, mined it, turned it into bars, stored them already. I'm thinking this can be dedicated for these phase 1 parts. If memory serves me right, these phase 1 parts eventually go into making phase 2 parts and eventually go into making phase 3 parts. I might be wrong, but I think they daisy chain into each other. So this little area over here, I think I'm going to set up something that uses this and makes the space parts. That's my plan at least. And once we get into phase 2, I think we start playing around with coal, if memory serves me right. So let's get that on the road. We're going to need some concrete. What have we got in our inventory? We're going to need some concrete. We're going to need some... Okay, we've got to do some foundation work. Right. Let's level this a little bit more. Oh, hang on. We want zoop mode. Zoop mode. Get rid of those ramps. Gonna need to level this out a bit. The factory must grow. Is this a tree? See you later, tree. Get gone, tree. I really like the fact that I chose nice and early to build everything on foundations. It's made stuff look so much neater and tidier. I mean, what better way to use a desert than to level it, right? Let's put you over there. I don't think I really need... I don't really need this ramp up here anymore, but it will become useful soon. It was either concrete the desert or build everything high up in the air. In hindsight, building everything at least a little bit in the air might have been a smarter play, but hey, we don't always do smart, do we? Right, so we've got a feed of iron for these. I think we just might need to work backwards from this. Let's have a little bit of a look. Let's make things a little bit easier for ourselves. Let's slam down a, where is it, a lookout tower, like here. These can be our eyes in the skies. Our eyes in the skies, so that we can quickly and easily see what we need to do, where we need to go. We got our iron feed, which we can run in from here. Yeah, this is, in theory at least, 2 ratio. This means we'll have a full compressed 60 per minute belt coming in, which we're going to just dedicate this to these things, I reckon. But we want to kind of start backwards. We want to start at the end and work our way to it. And in fact, this might be... Somebody linked a website yesterday, Satisfactory Calculator or something. See if I can find it. Literally a website called Satisfactory Calculator. Well, there we go. This, in theory, might be mighty useful. When 3/4 of your ad space is dedicated to ads, and you have pop-up ads all over the place. I know websites need to make money, but I'm sorry, for the purpose of not having to put /ads all over my stream. Let's oh my god, pop-ups all over the place. Right. How do I do? Can I say, is there something on here that allows me to say, oi, I want to make this production planner. I want to make this, and this is what I need. Yeah. Inputs? No, outputs. Add an item. The space sciencey thing, where is it? This is a little bit spoilerific because it's showing me shit that I probably shouldn't be able to see yet. All the Christmas shit. Tools. No, where's the space science stuff? Here we go. Smart plating. Project Part 1. Ship via the space elevator to complete. Because don't smart platings go into versatile frameworks? And they go into some of these other things as well. I can't remember. Right, we want some of this. How much do we want? How much do we want? Inputs 1. 1 per watt. 1 watt. Two watt options. Enter the number you wish to produce per minute. Okay, so this is a per minute solution. Do we want like 6 per minute? That should be 1 every 10 seconds, right? Three assembly machines. 3 assembly machines. 1.2 assembly machines. 1.5 rotor machines. These numbers are a bit gross, aren't they? 1.8. 5 screw constructors. 1 making rods. 6 making rods. 4 smelters making iron. Right, 140 units of iron per minute needed for that, so that's not going to work, is it? We've only got 60 units. What can we do with exactly 60 units? Can we make 3 smart plates per minute? 69.75. Okay. Doesn't look like we're going to get more than 2 smart platings per minute without some serious shenanigans. 2 plates per minute, 1 assembly machine doing it, 1 rotor machine, 1 iron plate machine, 2 screw machines, 2 rod machines. We'll just do rods going into rotors, rods going into screws. One-to-one into rotors. That can just be overburdened. 46.5 units a minute. Okay. Do we think 2 per minute is sufficient? It's a good start, isn't it? We probably don't need to be too big. And let's be honest, this can run 2 per minute for the next forever. So I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Right, so we need 3 assemblers. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We can work with that. That's easy business. That takes this entire bit of iron and uses it somewhat constructively. So we need... do we have stuff to make all of this? That's the question. We need constructors. We need 2 iron rod constructors, 2 screw constructors, and 1 iron plate. So that's 5 constructors pulling from the iron. 1, 2, 3. What am I missing? Cables. That was a good start, wasn't it? Cracking start. Welcome in, Chris. Good morning, good morning. Starting early. I know I said there wasn't going to be a stream today, but I lied. I'm starting early so that we can finish a bit early. That's the theory. Right, let's grab a stack of this because I guess we're going to need it. Let's grab a stack of that in case we need it. Grab a stack of screws in case we need them. Grab a stack of wire in case we need it. Grab a stack of cables because we probably need it. Grab a stack of U because we can. And then these rotors. Grab some rotors just in case. Right, that's all the building materials humanly possible. Right, let's try this again, shall we? Right, iron rod, 1 for iron plates. We need 2 for iron rods. Now what are we missing? Nothing, apparently. 2 for iron rods. And we need 2 for screws. Screws need rods in the first place. Two for screws in the first place. So if we have... Where are we going? If we have an iron feeding in through here. Kind of like that. We're not going to plug this in yet, because half the fun is plugging it in once you're done. And hoping to all hell you've got it right. Right, we need 1 making iron plates. We need 2 making rods. So we've got iron plates and rods coming out here. Then we need these making screws, which needs the iron rods. We needed 2 doing screws, so they're just being directly fed in. No messing. Easy business. The constructor making iron plates feeds into, let's refer to our little Guidosaurus here. Then we need an assembler for rotors, which takes both screws and rods. Oh, we need to split those rods off. Rods go into both screw machines, but rods also go into the rotors assembly. So we need a little bit of a shenanigans on the rods over here, so that one of them splits off. And goes into... Let's do it this way. That goes there like that. We go boop, rods in, rods out. I wanted to share it with this. Oh, I'm so used to Factorio with splitters where you can have 2 ins and 2 outs, and that's not a thing you do in Factorio. You can't do simple belt mergers. I mean, you kind of can. But you then only have 1 output. That's annoying. Well, maybe we do that on this side then. We'll figure the belts out in a minute. I know smart people run the belts like just straight down into the floor and then pop them back up wherever they need, but I'm not that organised. I didn't. Whilst we have we'd need to elevate the floor a little bit more to do stuff like that. Maybe we'll figure out that sort of shenanigans and magic in the future. For now, I run belts where you can see them, so my brain doesn't hurt. These are nearly impossible to place without some sort of vantage. Right, so we need one assembler's doing rotors, which takes rods and screws. So it kind of needs to be over here. For rods and screws. This is the screws. How many screws does this take? If this is doing rotors, this takes 20 iron rods a minute to be working efficiently. This only produces 15 rods a minute. We kind of do need to take the rods and put them on a bus. This is a belt. That doesn't work very efficiently, does it? We actually need a third rod machine. A third rod machine might not be a terrible plan here. We can just do a third rod machine. If we do a third machine making rods, there's no skin off our back, but then that can come straight through, straight into here, and then that means these can just go boop, straight into here. Easy business. It's a slight oversupply, but it doesn't really matter. Then you worm your way into there. So you've got your own dedicated feed of rods. We then need 100 screws a minute for this thing to work efficiently. Well, apparently this only needs to be working like 50% efficient. So it needs 50 screws a minute. One of these actually only produces 40 screws a minute. That's annoying. Luckily we've got 2 of them. What's the other thing that needs screws? Screws are needed in the reinforced iron plate. That needs 60 screws a minute. I need to remember, actually, we're not running all of these even half optimal. Rotors is only running 50%, assemblers is only running 40%. So maybe it will just work. So then you need screws. You've got yourself some screws from there. You need screws from here. And you need the iron plates from here. Like such. Then these 4 should be happy. We take the 2 outputs from here, we feed them into another one of you. Like such. Like that. Something like that. Let me look in my little tower, see if that looks neat and tidy. Okay, so we've got iron coming in. We need another one of those there. We need to connect that in. Wait, that's wrong. Right, iron goes into all of those. Makes a bunch of shit, goes into these intermediates, which make screws. These then feed into the two big assemblers that makes our reinforced plates and whatever the other thing is that's needed. Rotors. They then feed through and feed this machine, which should, in theory, then make 2 of these smart plates a minute, or 1 every 30 seconds. It's not exactly huge amounts, but I think it's probably fine. You need to power it up. We need to make the power look relatively neat and tidy if we can. That's easier said than done. One of you there, one of you there. Shit, you're gonna die. Oh my god. Alright, so everything powered up? Are we nearly ready to connect this and hope to hell it works? I think that should make us 2 smart plates a minute. I hope. It might take a little while for them all to back up. That's red. That's an indication that I haven't assigned the recipe there. And we should probably take them out and put them in a box. They need to obviously go to the smart elevator, but for now we'll probably just put them in a box. And yeah, we'll automate them going into the thing later. Where's me boxes? Storage containers. Why can't that go in there? Hello? Okay. Not sure why that was having a heart attack a minute ago. But right, storage container of smart plates. And we can always take it out and run it somewhere later on if we need. Did I select a recipe for you? I didn't. Smart plating. Right. Should we turn it on? Should we turn it on and see if it does anything? Might take a little while to like warm up, but I think that should probably work. Now 2 per minute is still going to mean it's going to take 25 minutes just to complete phase 1 from this point on, but the concept is slow and steady, right? Slow and steady wins the race. Shit, nearly died. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Alright, let's watch and have a look. Admire our masterpiece. Right, so this entire section can just be dedicated to it. This is full, so this can keep this belt saturated as much as needed. Here's to hoping we got all the splitters and everything the right way around. In fact, it's only here we're doing any splitting of the materials. From that point on, it's direct insertion for everything else. So we should see iron plates come out of this one. Just found you from your WoW videos. Welcome in, Bobby. Yeah, we do mostly play World of Warcraft, but we're switching it up a little bit. WoW's a touch quiet at the moment, so with WoW being a little bit quiet, I thought good opportunity to play some other games. In fact, all 3 of these are producing rods. They don't need to run fully efficiently, though, mind. It will take a little while for some of this stuff to, like, back up, because the distribution of materials isn't great here. But we got... both of these seems to be working. They both seem to be making screws. 1 green. I want to see another green over there. You need what? You need screws, and you need screws and rods. Technically, this is slightly overbuilt, so it should run at 2. Should run at 2 per minute of these plates now. Hurts my brain saying things like 2 per minute though, because I'm used to playing Factorio where 2 per minute is just absolutely 100% unacceptable. You want like 2 per second, not 2 per minute. 2 green lights. Good. That means we should get the reinforced plates coming out slowly but surely. I haven't seen any rotors on the other belt yet. I want to see rotors going next. Technically, these 2 belts will probably never fill up, because this can produce, what did it say? Like, I think this can actually produce like more than 2 per minute. I'm not sure, but it's doing something. There we go, there's a rotor. So, as long as it works... Oh, this actually, even when running 100%, can only do 2 per minute. Okay. Well, at least that machine is going to be running just all the time. Now, power constraints on that. That's added another 60-odd megawatts of juice to our power supply. Meaning I'm thinking in the next 25 minutes while we make those, let those do their thing, I could probably do with going out and doing some energy gatheration, because otherwise we're going to run out of juice. Let's let that cook for a minute. We need 50. Have we made a smart plate yet? We've made 1 smart plate. Genius. Right, we need 50 of those things. So in 25 minutes we complete stage 1. Nice. It's good to do a bit of harvesting, get a bit of materials together. God, we really are in a desert, aren't we? Green life this way. Whoever decided to start in the desert? Literally running around picking up scraps. Right, here we go. Bunch of trees. Wait, what? What? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on here? Oh, this is a poison area. Jesus. Slow-mo Lolo with the raid. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Oh my gold, that is a bug. Oh my gold, please hold. Get wrecked. Woo! Woo! Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, boys and girls.
Alien species acquired. Initial data suggests
you've caught me doing the default Satisfactory thing that is stealing materials. Oh my god, another one. Stealing materials to have power. But thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in. Hope you had a good stream. We only started this save yesterday. We're, as you can see, we're just about working towards finishing phase 1. We've built some smart plates, and I'm, well, quite simply waiting for them to make. So I thought I'd keep myself busy, and we'll go and gather some power. Some power. Dipped our toes into oil today. Get some oil on the go, get some plastics on the go. I remember getting oil unlocked. I've only played Satisfactory through once before, but I remember getting oil unlocked was like a big weight off your shoulders sort of thing. Once you got it, is that a golden slug? Hello. Please hold. Yoink. The achievement's literally called Yoink.
Entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fixed production line efficiency. Researchers in the lab to establish classification and potential
you look like poison. Oh, you look like poison too. Let's get out of here before we die. Once you have power automated, the game gets a lot easier. Yeah, having to run around and do this every 20 minutes right now is frustrating as all hell, but my factory's slow, so I need downtime. Which, this fills a gap nicely. Coal is obviously the next thing we're going to need to work to. Starting in the desert this time, I have no idea where the coal is, so that's going to be a fun adventure. But I'm hoping that stocking up a bunch of materials whilst we make our phase 1 stuff will help. I should take our slug back and research our slug. It's the first slug I found. I remember the golden slugs being like really quite rare as well. I'm guessing the slugs are not... nothing's procedurally generated in this game, I don't think. So if you know where stuff is, you can probably just go get it. But I've not started in the desert before, so this is new to me. I took the game's advice on my first playthrough and started in the green forest, like the foresty area. So coal was like only 2 minutes away from where my base was, which was nice. I'm hoping it's relatively close this time. Or we're going to be on an adventure. Right, will that do us for now? Not enough space to pick up leaves. Okay, well, we're clearly inventory full. Right, let's go see how we're getting on with these smart plates. I need to stuff my mouth full of nuts. Yeah, I said it. For those who maybe then have just joined, let me give you a little run through of my little base that I've been able to throw together yesterday. We're probably about 6 hours into this save, I reckon. I'm not entirely sure. But we have so far, I've just this second built this. So we got one of our iron mines doing a bit of smelting, threw it all in the storage container just because we weren't using it to begin with. Now that's feeding through into all of these machines that are slowly but surely feeding into making our smart plates, and they're just going into a box right now. This, I tried to make it so it does 2 smart plates a minute. My past Factorio adventures has made it very hard to accept that 2 per minute is adequate. But I'm sure over the next 20 hours of play, 2 per minute is absolutely plenty of these things, if it can just like continuously run. We have our biofuel. I was advised to make 12 biofuel plants yesterday. They said that should probably be enough. I've had some problems with them not actually distributing the biofuel properly, but you know, we can fix that by just pushing more through the system. Or at least that's what I've tried to do. Oh, I'm dead. Shit, nearly dead. And then we have a little make everything sort of section. Or I've attempted a little make everything section. To where we can run along and pick up some basic components when needed over this end of the world. So we've got our copper, our iron running up through, and I just sort of filter it through a bunch of machines and they slowly just make shit. The story of the game, eh? Right, but like that's trying to sort of split things up a little bit so I can run along and I just have boxes of stuff slowly being produced, and some of these are actually now starting to get quite full because, you know, the magic of time. We've got reinforced iron plates being automated. I could do with these being fast, you know, they go into belts. I need them being really fast. Even rotors going in over here. But all of this just kind of works, in theory. Let's put all our freshly gathered materials. Which one's this? This is leaves. Let's put you in there. That means this one should be wood. Put all the wood in there. We need to research this slug, don't we? What's going on with this slug then? Are they in one of these? Oh, did I find this? I did. I found Stinger. Let's get you researched. Bish bash bosh.
The remains researched belong to an organism with 8 jointed legs, similar to the legs of arachnids but with non-standard distribution and function. Because its attacks focus on stabbing prey with the ends of their legs, which resemble insectoid stingers, they have been dubbed stingers.
Okay.
Remains can now be made into alien
Another way to
protein,
make
and
alien
additional research may
protein.
reveal options
Sure.
for improving pioneer safety during exploration.
Roger that. Surely we have to do something with the slug. We haven't found any more Caterium yet. Or have I? No, that's a lie. I have found more Caterium ore. What have we got here? Oh, I found 42. I need 50 to research Caterium ingots. And then we need 50 ingots to research Quickwire. I remember Quickwire being really important, but I can't remember what the hell it was for. I guess we'll find out soon. I thought there was going to be some research of this slug business. Apparently not. Maybe we learn about that later. Okay. Have we got some plates now, maybe? Is this running somewhat efficiently now? 120 biomass a minute it takes to run 60 biofuel a minute. All of these should consume 4 times 12 is 60, right? No, 4 times 12 is 48. It's too early for maths, I'm still drinking coffee. So I can only technically consume 48 solid biofuel, best case scenario. So we should in theory be overproducing it. That's a tier 2 belt to make sure that the biomass can actually get places, because this needs 120 biomass. This needs a fully compressed tier 2 belt of biomass. This is producing 60 biomass and 300 biomass. So we're absolutely saturating this little machine. So at least from a production, we're good. Now, obviously, that means I need to keep these boxes full, which is a task greater than my capabilities, because already they're half full. Okay. Right, let's go check our little box then of plates. I can never pull that off. There we go. 16! Okay, that means it's been running for 8 minutes. Is it running with any sort of actual efficiency? It apparently is only running 63. It's only got a 64% uptime so far. I wonder if that's just because everything behind it was backing up. I used Satisfactory calculator to try and figure this shit out. It should, in theory, only take 46 iron ore from my miner, which is comfortably producing 60. So input is enough to at least produce 2 per minute, which should mean that this thing ends up running 100% efficiency. But clearly, rotors is where there's a slowdown in the matrix. So what's killing my rotor production? Rotors are running at only 33% efficiency. Rotors need 100 screws a minute to do their job properly. We're not going to give that anywhere near 100 screws, are we? For starters, the belt can only... Okay, this only produces 40 anyway, so that's running at less than half speed. If this is running at less than half speed, then that's running at less than half speed. Okay, we have problems. Is this overproducing screws for this machine? How many screws does this need? This needs 60 screws a minute. Ow, shit the bed. We need more juice. We need more juice. I thought we would be producing more than enough screws here, but it turns out we're not, are we? .8 constructors producing screws is meant to be enough. 24 screws a minute this way, 50 screws a minute that way. Oh, there's our first problem then. We've directly inserted screws into this assembler, but it's only able to produce, it needs 50, and this thing only produces 40 in the first place. We've got uneven distribution of screws. Can we put the screws on a belt? We put both the screw... we haven't got 2 in, 2 outs, have we? This is the problem I always have. Do I just not worry about it for now? Maybe I just don't worry about it for now. And it'll run slightly less efficiently than it probably should. Aren't these what these slugs are for eventually? I vaguely remember slugs being something that allows you to overclock machines. So we can fix that problem later. And the reality is we'll probably rebuild the whole thing later anyway, because this won't be sufficient. Alright, we won't worry about it, we'll let it do its thing. We got 20. Let's take those 20. Yo, get out of my base. This poor thing hasn't got even remotely enough foundations. But it's made its own, so it's fine. Right, you need 50 of these things. There's 20. 30 to go. I think, actually, regarding research, for most other things... Yeah, we've researched everything already. We are literally on the home straight for phase 1. See, some of these are backing up. This is the problem I'm having. It's not distributing the fuel efficiently. We've got 200 in the first one. 200 in the first one. If I bet I go to the end one, it's probably got nothing in it. It's doing, but it's only got 63 in it. 62. Okay. Well, it is just doing its thing. I'm weirdly stuck for ideas now. I'm just kind of... do we need to get any more basic bits and pieces automated? We absolutely do. Those flipping frameworks, I've just remembered. Modular frames. Copper sheets. These are things we should probably start getting put together. Once we've got some time. We can make a hog protein out of that. Rotors we've already got automated. Can't remember what I need DNA capsules for, so I won't bother making one yet. I think I needed 5 of these for research or something. Oh, 1 alien protein gives us 100 biomass. This mycelia stuff, I should probably be converting this into biomass as well, technically. Although, I also think this is used for research. Can I use more of it, since I've got loads of the stuff? It's actually fabric I need. Fabric and rotors. Fabric and some blue crystal stuff. Polymer resin. Oh, that comes from oil. It's a byproduct of oil. Which will eventually allow us to make the gas mask. We need 10 nobelisks, an explosive. We haven't figured out how to make explosives yet. Maybe that comes next. Can we just get this? Can we get this now? Can we make 50 of this and 100 rotors? 50 fabric. What do we need to make fabric? Fabric comes from... nothing we have right now. Oh, fabric comes from this mycelia, and we need some biomass. Okay, well we can fix that then. Now we can make our 50 fabric. Fabric doesn't feel like something I want to bother automating right now. Because for little researchy things where we only need a certain amount of it once, just make it by hand. Right, 50 of that stuff. We need the rotors. We had rotors being produced, didn't we? Sorry, I shouldn't run around with my nuts in my hand. Where are rotors? Rotors. How many did we need? Did we need 100? Wow, that's like perfect timing. You watch, I'll need those 100 rotors like really badly in a minute. Research. You. Bish bash bosh. Yes. Expanded tool belt. Beautiful.
Tool belt expanded. The latest data indicates that the mycelia possess sentience. Don't worry, we have been given permission to harvest and repurpose their remains.
So now we can actually hold our zapper stick. We can hold our nuts in our hand with our third hand. And a chainsaw at the same time. Yeah, we somehow have grown a third hand. Lovely stuff. Brilliant, that. You could borrow from your stored screws to feed your smart plating production line to hurry up the process. That's a really smart move, you know. That's a really smart move. Instead of waiting for it to passively back up, we could supplement it with some bonus screws, couldn't we? If we go fill any machine that needs screws with screws, we'll let the system have a stack of screws. There we go. Have a stack of screws. That's a smart move. I like that theory. What I'm not doing... Yeah, this one especially needs 60 screws a minute. So this will still consume more screws than it generates, and that's always going to be the case because it's only being fed 40 screws a minute, even in an optimal fashion, because this thing can only produce 40 screws a minute. This one, on the other hand... Wow, this technically needs 100 screws, but if I remember, this doesn't need to run for 4 a minute, does it? This only needs to be running like 2 per minute. This only needs 50%. Ha! This needs 50 screws a minute as well by this. Okay. It's actually this one that needs 60 screws, but is only running at only needs to be running at 40%. So this is actually running more than it needs to be right now. Well, if you have that as well, then that'll help it back up. If we help these machines back up as much as possible, as quick as possible, have some more rods. So you just get to work filling these belts. Get to work filling this. Nah, that's where I could probably put my rotors in here as well, couldn't I, really? Let's put the rotors in there, help out. How much we got in here? Another 10. Right, we're over halfway. That's 30. It will slowly just do its thing. As you can tell, I'm just trying to bide my time a little bit here now. Can you climb up this, like, properly? You can't, can you? You can get, like, up here, but that's not, doesn't really count. Waiting around is completely stupid. Should we build some, mines out here for these? I got 3 iron patches around here somewhere that we're going to, harvest pretty soon, I think. So let's pick that up. Let's get some foundations on the go on here. Tarmac the world. Where's our miner things? Production? Miner. Out. Into smelters. Out. So we need a miner. Was this a normal mine again? 60 per minute, yeah. So now we need 2 smelters. Which way is in? That's in. 2 smelters. You in there. You in there. You in there. 1 mine, 2 smelters. And then we wang it all in a box. Bang it all in a box. We need the merger now, not the splitter. Storage, 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 one of you. Missing iron plates. Whoops! We accidentally gave all our iron plates away. I knew that was going to be a problem. Skirt! I love that. Oh, I love the fact that somebody said you told me you could slide under these. It's genius. Especially now I've figured out how to do it. For the slug, I think the game logic expected you to find a blue slug first. Once you find one of those, you can actually research slugs. Oh, really? Okay. I vaguely remember the golden slugs being rarer and clearly better. Right, there we go. That will mine. We should probably give it power to let it do it. That will give us a bonus storage tank of iron ingots whenever we need it. We conveniently have power here anyway. Kind of got to be careful running all of these bonus mines because they're going to absolutely chunk our power. What's this? Like 5 megawatts. Oh, we need to tell it to make iron ingots at least. 4 megawatts. Oh, the whole thing's only like 10 megawatts. Maybe we can just let it do its thing. Maybe it's not the end of the world. We'll drop a power pylon there. We'll grab a connection from you. You go there, you go there, you go there. And this can just fill up another box of iron ingots for us. Sure, it's going to use 10 megawatts of our power, but it means we have a bonus box ready full of ingots whenever we inevitably run out, which will be all the time. I need to repeat the same process on this one, and there's a third iron ingot thing around here somewhere. Is it up there? We've got a third one up here, look. We should be absolutely Gucci for iron for a while. We've got 6 iron patches, 6 normal iron patches around our base. Iron really should not be a problem. I mean, famous last words, but it really shouldn't. While we're over this neck of the woods, let's grab some more concrete. Does our concrete production, or our limestone, how much limestone does this pick up? 60 limestone a minute. And we're turning 45 limestone into 15 concrete. Okay, we technically could do with a second limestone making machine. That will produce a little bit more concrete. This thing's running 100% efficiently. We could be making more concrete than we already are. But at the same time, I don't think we're really consuming concrete at all that great a rate. We're not consuming concrete even as fast as we're using it right now. But efficiency is efficiency. I'm certainly not going to use a power slug to boost our limestone production, am I? Let's be real. So how about we grab another one of you. We'll do cheeky split in from... Is that not straight to begin with? Oh, I didn't line that up properly the first time. Flipping hell. Flipping hell. I thought that was going to be straight in. It looked like it was meant to be straight in. Oh, it is on a... It's on a flipping Bendosaurus. That means that's going to be on a Bendosaurus as well. Okay, right. Do it properly. Do a job, do it properly. Right, we're going to come out into one of these. Why doesn't that line up with that properly? Are you taking the piss? Can that not line up with this flipping thing properly? You are jesting me. Does that... I mean, I can't change where the miners are placed. The miners just are where they are. OCD kicking in real hard. Okay, apparently that can't come straight out of there into a splitter. Any new weapon enchants in 11.1? Not so far. But it still feels like we're very early in development, so time will tell. I wanted to fix this, and now I've decided I can't be bothered because it's being a dick. I'm just going to put it back how it was. We just put it back. Put it back. Put it back. Wait, that's not right. Why is this not where it's meant to be then? Is it really just not where it's meant to be? What are you? Oh, our inventory's... Whoops. I did get it straight, didn't I? No, apparently going straight into that split is just not a thing. That's going to be a problem. Whoops, I didn't think about that. I don't have room for all of that. Oh, I've made this so much more complicated than it needs to be. We need 2 constructors now. One there. Yeah, I would kind of agree with you that it seems like it's not finished, but there's also lots of little subtle hints in the game already that seem to indicate that it might be. I just don't think we're going to see much love for the professions in patch 11.1. Mostly because I'm now starting to... I'm starting to think that like consumables and stuff have already been thought about. And the thought is that there just isn't going to be any new ones. There's a buff coming in the raid. There's a buff that will boost your flasks, your consumables, whilst in the raid, which seems to be Blizzard's way of saying, hey, we're not going to give you new consumables. You can continue to use your old consumables, but we'll just buff them for the new raid whilst using them in the new raid. And my guesstimation is that they wouldn't do that if they were also going to provide new stuff. Now, weapon enchants, sure, is probably a different story, but I'm still not totally convinced that we are actually going to get new stuff. Is the TLDR to that little TED talk. I think we might have what we're going to get, if I'm honest. With professions not being new and shiny in the War Within, they were new and shiny in Dragonflight. They're not so new and shiny anymore. I kind of am not so convinced there's anywhere near as much focus on them, unfortunately, which is a shame. But I think we have to remember that professions is not like an endgame loop that's that popular. I would even go as far as to say that tinkering with the professions the way a lot of us do and trying to make gold is even less popular than things like PvP. In fact, I'd almost guarantee it's less popular than PvP. And PvP doesn't get new stuff every season. I think realistically in WoW these days, the only two activities that are going to get new stuff consistently every patch is the raid and new Mythic Plus stuff. That's like Blizzard's two babies. Is how it feels to me, at least. Right, let's get another mining operation on the go. Let's get these two mining operations up and running. Then we should have the 20 more things needed to level up to phase 2. Question is do I have stuff for this? So the miner goes there. We need 2 smelters. Somewhat close to, preferably next door to. These need to be told to make iron. You are just going to do your job. And then we've got to wang that in a box like we did the other. Let's put the box here. So let's take... no, too many buttons. Merger out of here with the inputs towards me. In you go, son. Right. Is that... We've already got 4 connections running off that one. We need power. Power. I'm honestly tired of the auction house PvP. Well, yeah, truth be told, so am I a little bit at the moment, which is hence why I'm not really engaging in much of it. That probably connected there. Let's see. Is that up and running? Is that functional? Have we got green? You should start spitting out some ore now. Before we move on, I should check that I get these right. Many players claim that PvP has been dead for years. I can still, I can see why. Still, people play it. Yeah, arena is still a thing. You know, battlegrounds you can still queue for and find matches. Like it's not that these game modes don't exist anymore. It's just that they get very, very inconsistent love from Blizzard now. The 2 babies are Mythic Plus and the Raid, clearly. I wish Mythic Plus wasn't focused on quite so much, but at the end of the day, Blizzard goes where the engagement goes, and considering Mythic Plus is something that you can spam technically 24 hours a day, it's often what many people's go-to activity is when they haven't got something better to do, you know. And so, surprise, surprise, it gets a lot of people playing it. Even though I think as an end game piece of content in an MMO, I don't like Mythic Plus, but I think it actually takes away from the core gameplay loop that should be you level up a character, you progress, you gear up, you kill bosses in a big team of people. That's kind of what I think WoW is. Repeatedly killing the same bosses with a small little team of 5 and gearing up that way, and that being your end game loop, that feels more like League of Legends to me, which is not World of Warcraft, in, you know, my take, but which is why I don't do it. Which is why I don't do Mythic Plus, because it doesn't float my boat, and I don't really think it is very Warcrafty. The purpose of Warcraft is that you team together and slay big dragons. Like the dungeon bosses are meant to be what you progress through on your journey to slay dragons, but the core concept of WoW, especially retail over the years, has got very diluted. Right, these 2 are up and running. These are going to actually, once again, consume a huge amount of my power whilst they back up. But the point is we should have cases and cases of ingots before too long. This one's probably already doing its bit. In games like this, I tend not to like holding buffers, but considering one of your greatest limitations is actually pulling materials out of the ground in this game, they're getting a head start on it. Seems like a good idea. People end up running around all over the map eventually trying to pull more stuff out of the ground just because there's a limitation to how much comes out of each node. You know, a iron node producing 1 iron per second ends up being very, very limiting. So, right, can we get a 3rd one of those situations on the go? It's going to be on a slightly different elevation, this, isn't it? But what we're going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah, we've got a bit of an elevation change here, which I tend not to like, but there's not too much I can do about it for now, as it is on a different elevation. Too much arcadey in the Mythic Plus. Tougher, harder dungeons without any time limit, gear locks and such. with loot from every boss, with additional interesting scripts. I don't object to smaller 5-man content, but I still think that the better solution would be if there should be mythic versions. I would much prefer, right, if there was just mythic versions of the dungeons, right? They were tougher. You had to really think about what you were doing. Maybe you had to have like a bunch of attempts at each boss, but they dropped loot once a week and you were done, right? If you kill that boss once a week, you're done. Much like the raid, like mini versions of raids, you could take a mythic version of a dungeon if you really wanted, a challenge for something else to do during the week. But this kind of infinitely spammable grind fiesta that Mythic Plus has turned into. And Blizzard play into the fact that they know that people are willing to grind it, right? By just stretching out. They know how much of a reward they want to give you per week from Mythic Plus, and they're just slowly but surely spreading it thinner and thinner and thinner and thinner until the player base snaps and complains that I don't want to grind 50 Mythic Plus dungeons to get my crests for the week. And when the negativity gets too high, they take it back 2 steps. But then over the next 2 patches, they stretch out that little bit more, and then the player base snaps again. It's all about pushing people to their limits of what they'll do. This is what I don't like about Mythic Plus. I think it incentivizes the devs to do engagement-focused content rather than fun shit, right? A raid boss was initially designed to be really fun, right? Some of the most epic moments in a game was when you came together as a team. You might have tried downing that boss multiple times. You might have even tried downing that boss over multiple weeks, but then you finally figure out the strategy. You finally get the gear together and you take it down, and it's epic, right? That's really cool. This kind of like, oh, let's kill the boss and then let's go back in and kill it a little bit harder, and let's go back in and let's kill it a little bit harder, and it's the infinite repeatability of Mythic Plus, I think, is where the problem lies. But I'm not here to QQ about WoW today. We're meant to be forgetting about WoW. We're meant to be playing some Satisfactory and enjoying it. Where's me miners gone? Production miner, right. We might need to do, can we spin it round that way? Can we squeeze the 2 miners in next door to this? Because we can't do much at this end anyway. We squeeze the smelters in there. Tell you guys to make iron ingots as well. Oh, I'm going to love future me when I've just got infinite iron for phase 2. I'm going to love future me. Getting this legwork done. This is usually one of the things in these sorts of games. Like outposting is kind of one of the things that drives me bananas about these games. But the rest of it I absolutely love, so I tend to just deal with it. But now, future me is going to be very thankful that I've bothered to do all of this already. Logistics, merger, merge 2 in from this direction. You go in there. Why is that not going in there? What's going on? Wait, did I put that down wrong? Merger. The output that way. You go in there. You go in there, and then you go in there. Bish, bash, bosh. Beautiful stuff. Did I tell you to do the right thing? Your iron ore. Your iron ore. We just need some power. I'm running out of power businesses. We need to... Can I squeeze a power line in the middle there? Just in the middle of this cable. Will it do that? It takes the original power line and just slaps another one in the middle. Genius game! Absolutely fucking genius. They've thought of some stuff. Alright, then we put a power pole here. You go there. You go there. You go there. And then you connect to this little node here. Boom. Bish, bash, bosh. We on? We cooking? I think we're cooking. EverQuest 2 has such dungeons. They're kind of like raids, but for a group. Super hard, super dangerous scripts with a 3-day lockout. That makes so much more sense to me in World of Warcraft than this Mythic Plus system that we have right now. The issue is that Blizzard have made their bed, right? They're like, Mythic Plus is here. You can't now just take it away. That just won't work. It's fundamentally impossible once these devs have given players like an entire end game activity to then just take it away. Like, so this is the problem, right? Mythic Plus, regardless of how much I don't like it, and I think it's in a really problematic state right now. The problem is they can't do anything significant because it's literally 50% of their game right now. In fact, I would argue it's more than 50% of their game right now. I would say it's probably 70% of retail. If they were to change dramatically or even remove Mythic Plus from the game, it runs the risk of nuking the entire game, because the amount of people that would just quit en masse if they did anything too drastic to it is not a risk that Blizzard are willing to take. This is the greatest problem they have. Look at flying, right? How many years did it take them to clearly not want to have to implement flying to every single zone? How many years did it take them to actually find an elegant solution to it in dragon riding? Flipping forever. And even now, you know, we're getting pushback, like the new zone. The new zone isn't going to have flying. We're not getting too much pushback on it right now, but that's because the focus is on these silly little go-karts that don't make much sense in the zone, if I'm honest. They just have some problems. The game is starting to like show the cracks like quite aggressively, and Blizzard run around all the time and like patch things up and make it look shiny again and polish it with new expansions. This is why I think they need to move to 12-month expansions. Not just because I'm a content creator, not just because it would financially line my pockets more effectively if they did an expansion every year, but from the concept of that Blizzard's best PR move is to launch a new expansion. And then every time they release a new major content patch within that expansion, they spend half their time chasing their tail fixing shit. And the time that they spent chasing their tail fixing shit makes the patches feel like often pretty meh. I didn't think 10.1 or 10.2 in Dragonflight were particularly great. I felt they were just copy pastes of each other. But Dragonflight launch, fucking incredible. War Within launch, incredible, right? They have this ability to absolutely smash it out the park with expansion launches. Predominantly, I think, because we have like full hard resets between them. It makes the mid-seasons feel a bit icky, is my take, but... They need to rework Mythic Plus into a gameplay style similar to Torghast or the Mage Tower. Infinitely farmable, but more engaging and rewarding. They could introduce a reputation-based reward system with things that you can aim for, like pets, mounts, transmogs, weapon illusions, and other effects. It could work similarly to how they've implemented the new raid tier rewards. I have a feeling Blizzard might be testing the waters with this concept to eventually bring it to Mythic Plus, or at least I hope they are. I'm not sure that building more I think what Blizzard really needs to lean on to more so is to stop making things infinitely farmable. Stop making things overly rewarding. I think Blizzard actually, my take is I think, I see exactly where you coming from, and I can definitely see them going in that direction, but I think they should almost be pushing in the other direction. I think it's more than acceptable for people to complete the grind, right? There's so much shit you can do in World of Warcraft now. They should really leverage the fact that there's 20 years of fucking content in this game. They don't need to give you something brand new to infinitely grind every patch. Dragonflight was a really good example of where they started this like every 8 weeks bringing something new, but every 8 weeks they gave you something new. It was another grind to add on to the grinds that you were already doing. You could never, you know, if you missed one of the grinds, you would never ever possibly have the opportunity to go back and do last patch's grind effectively, not unless you play the game literally 12 hours a day. They should inject content into the game with the #1 priority being it should be really goddamn fun, and it should be considered acceptable for you to finish it, right? If you finish it, great, congratulations, well done. Now there's 20 years of other shit you can probably catch up on if you so choose to, or put the game down for a month, go play something else, entertain yourself somewhere else, and come back when they release something else that's really new and really fun and really interesting. Another grind, and then another grind, and then another grind puts you on a treadmill that just gets, just burns players out, burns them to a crisp, absolutely cooks them to cinders. And while it's good for short-term retention, it's terrible for long-term retention. Because if you cook a player to a crisp and they quit and they unsubscribe because they're absolutely burnt to a crisp, the chances are they're not coming back. The likelihood of them coming back is very, very slim if you completely cook them to a crisp. I've said this for years now. They need to really allow players to actually finish shit. I know it's an MMO. I know it's meant to be a sandbox environment, but there's 20 years of shit that players can do. But anyway, Satisfactory. Satisfactory. Right, let's get phase 1 complete. This is a milestone achievement now, boys and girls. Phase 1 done. Boom. Pull the button. Load cargo. Seal that bitch. Phase 1 distribution platform. This will unlock tiers 3 and 4. Boom.
Welcome to the Project Assembly Pioneer Progress presentation.
Oh!
Congratulations, the Phase 1 project part shipment is now ready for delivery.
This is new.
On delivery, Phase 1 will be completed and the distribution platform will be constructed. After completion of Phase 1, the technologies of Tiers 3 and 4 will become available in the hub. Highlights are automated power, steel production,
coal,
personnel transportation, and many more. Completing Phase 2 of Project Assembly is your next main objective. New project parts will need to be produced and delivered to the space elevator as you have done previously. Continue to construct, automate, explore and exploit for a better Fix-It future.
Well, that's very cool. That sort of stuff really helps in games like this. Gives you a solid go outside, look at the elevator. Oh, when it launches, you mean? Yeah, you don't get to see this very often. I run the risk of missing it now. Quick. Right, watch it go. As animations go, this is actually outrageous. Zoom! Up it goes. See you later. Sonic boom goes off. Holy.
Phase 1 of Project Assembly completed. This is only the beginning of Project Assembly, the first step towards saving the day. You have performed adequately so far.
All those smart
Reminder,
placings
not
have made
only
this
is
big
Fixit
outer
saving
ring.
humanity, it is saving all of Earth, including kittens and puppies. It is statistically
Saving the
likely
kittens
that
and
you
puppies.
appreciate the continued existence of kittens and or puppies. Continue the work for their sake. Continue the work for Fixit. It is time to start the work on Phase 2 of Project Assembly.
Awesome stores. Right, now it comes back down and we start filling it with new components. 1,000 platings. 1,000 platings, 1,000 versatile jobbies, and 100 of those are the spooly wiry things. An hour 35 into the stream. Did you set your alarm wrong? Welcome in, Kahani. Good morning. Good morning. Well, you may or may not remember yesterday. I actually claimed that there probably wouldn't be a stream today. My solution to that was to start early, finish early. I still have a busy schedule ahead of me for the rest of the day, but I wanted to continue playing some Satisfactory because it's hella fun. We play Diablo, not WoW. Rewards should feel rewarding. One should have a sense of achieving something significant. Gear progression, development of one's character instead of just regrinding the same thing every season and opening a vault. Yeah, I noticed a while ago that Blizzard were taking an awful lot of their testings with Diablo 3 has... Diablo, I don't know whether there's a strong crossover with the devs. I'm assuming there probably is, but an awful lot of what they learn with Diablo 3 has been implemented to retail WoW. All this seasonal treadmill or hamster wheel sort of cycle stuff has mostly come from the world of Diablo. And now, whilst it works in Diablo, it doesn't work as well in an MMO sandbox like WoW. And we've seen them try a few things recently with WoW that makes it, you know, they've kind of gone a touch too far, and they're kind of reining it back in, or they're trying to. What they've done with Mythic Plus right now is just push people to the edge far too much. They've tried to treat Mythic Plus like Greater Rifts in Diablo 3, where they're expecting players to just infinitely grind them 12 hours a day. To get this tiny trickle of crests that makes people look at it and go, wow, if I actually want to gear this character, I need to spend the next 100 hours grinding Mythic Plus. And then the mechanics of getting into groups for Mythic Plus facilitates an awful lot of toxicity because people know that they need to complete 100 to get where they want to go, and it's just too much for people. It cooks them. Absolutely cooks them. Right. So, what we do now need, phase 2 requires, I knew setting these up in a semi-sufficient way was going to be key. We now need this box to fill with 1,000 of these bad boys. I knew we needed more of them. I didn't remember we needed quite so many of them. I thought it went up by a couple of hundred. I didn't realise it jumped to 1,000. Which does mean that before long we will have to rip all of this up and upgrade it, because it's not going to be fit for purpose. We're not what's 500 minutes in hours? That's like 8 hours or something. 8 hours of this running consistently to get the next 1,000. 8 hours to get one component ready for phase 2. And that's the easy component. We've got 2 new components. Yeah, this is going to need to be a touch faster. But at least this got the job done to start with. Should we go and investigate what new researches and stuff we have? That's probably the smart move, isn't it? Right, tier 3 has unlocked. Coal power is a next In fact, thinking about it, maybe we will need 8 hours to get these components made, because we're going to have to go set up a coal power plant somewhere, and this means playing with pipes. And I remember pipes being an absolute living nightmare. I'm hoping these pipes have a straight mode like the belts do. I guess we'll find out. Otherwise, my OCD in pipes is difficult. Right. Coal power, vehicular transport, truck station, tractors, more inventory slots. I know my first playthrough, I basically didn't use these. Only because I think I made a tractor for myself, but I don't think I did any form of automated material transportation with them, because I found they were far too clunky. I don't know if they fixed the clunkiness, but these truck stations were far too much like hard work the first time I played through the game. Basic steel production is something that I think I need to get into. We need basic steel production to figure out how to make these versatile frameworks as well. Versatile frameworks are going to require basic frameworks, which come, or modular frames, should I say, reinforced iron plus rods. Okay. Steel pipes, steel beams, steel ingots, and the foundry smelt 2 different resources into alloy ingots. Okay, I can't remember much about that. Enhanced asset security. The Xenobasher, a heavy self-defense electroshock melee weapon, an additional hand equipment slot, and 3 more inventory slots. Okay. Well, coal is clearly the first thing I want to do, but what do we get in tier 4? Tier 4 gives us blueprints. The blueprint designer. Oh yeah, this thing was huge, wasn't it? This thing was absolutely massive. The build gun software upgrade adds the blueprint tab to the build menu. From the blueprint tab, pioneers are able to access and organize the blueprints created with the blueprint design. All right, sure. Logistics, Mark 3, faster belts. What are these? These are 270 belts. Okay, 270 belts sounds good. I vaguely remember the 270 belts being the ones that I used the most, because I actually remember these taking steel beams to make, which were often easier to make than these flipping reinforced ones. These reinforced ones were far too damn slow. We only produced 5 of these a minute, when I vaguely remember we could make significantly more steel beams. That might have changed though. Industrial storage containers. Contains 48 slots for storing large amounts of items. Has 2 conveyor belt inputs and 2 conveyor belt outputs. This is the only way you can do proper 2-in, 2-out splitting, is via these storage containers, which doesn't sound like a big thing, but is already... I've already found the need to do this many a time. Advanced steel production gives us Mark II miners. Default extraction rate is 120 resources a minute. Extraction rate varies based on the resource node purity. Outputs all extracted resources on, what does that say? Onto connected conveyor belts. Does that mean a normal node can actually then go from 60 to 120 resources a minute? I thought it was the... Okay. Interesting. Okay. Encased beams, sators, motors, and then the automated wiring. This is project part 3, which we only need 100 of these. Power storage? What's this? I don't remember these being in the game. Connects to a power grid to store the excess power produced. The stored power can then be harnessed if the grid exceeds production. 100 megawatts. Oh, 100 megawatt hours. So 100 megawatts of power for 1 hour is what they can store. Power towers. Help span power lines across greater distances. There's an additional power connector at the bottom of the power tower to connect it to other buildings, such as power poles. Oh, those look better. Those look better than they did last time. These were like really clunky last time. Power tower includes a ladder. Okay, nice. And then hyper tubes. These were fun. These were really fun for zipping about. These were really fun. We need quite more tech to unlock these, though. Right, we've got to work through 3. Right. Coal power. Let's get coal power. This will fix a huge amount of our issues, and we should be able to make this straight away. 150, 50 rotors, and 500 cables. I mean, we've basically got those, half of that there anyway. The power towers are good for the zip line. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do zip liney stuff. That was fun, you know. Oh, I didn't pick up any rotors. Whoops. I thought I already had them. Okay, 84. Not quite huge amounts, but enough to unlock coal and start thinking about it. Big red button! Boom.
Milestone reached. Power production can now be fully automated by burning coal, which has been added to the resource scanner. Water is also necessary to run the coal-powered generator and will require a network of pipelines to be transported from a water source.
Well, we are
To
right
assist
next to
with
the sea.
locating and identifying water, Fixit has compiled this guide. Water is a somewhat reflective liquid, and it may have
Somewhat
vegetation
reflective
growing
liquid.
nearby. To test if something is water, try touching it. If it is not solid and does not corrode your suit, it is probably water.
Probably water. Okay. We can live with probably water. What is in my glass here is also probably water. Can confirm probably water. Right. Let's get upon our towery tower and do a scan and find out where probably coal is. Bip. Fucking nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay, 1,000 meters away. Holy balls. Right. 4 big old coal patches up north. That's where we're getting our coal from. There's a bonus coal down here, but our coal power plant is clearly going up here somewhere. Right. There's a strong chance we will have to engage with some of the locals en route. Looks like gin to me. It's definitely water, can confirm. Yeah, probably going to engage with the locals. We need to figure out what we need to make all of this. Oh, this copper cabley shit we need for all of this. That means that needs to be an automation like yesterday. Pipeline support, concrete, and that. Yeah, this copper sheet business. Copper sheets we need now. Like, real now. Right. Let's wang some copper sheets over here. We have copper over here somewhere. It sort of terminates and stops here. So we might have to weave it over there somehow. It's clearly not being consumed in any great quantities already. So we can take a split of the copper to make these copper sheets. How do we make copper sheets? Is it just straight copper? Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Oh. Copper sheet, 2 copper ingots, right, easy peasy. Easy. One of you. Bang a constructor over here then. Give it a little bit of breathing room. Copper sheets, 10 copper sheets a minute, that'll be fine. Missing iron rods? How the hell am I missing iron rods? Which one? No, your cables, your wire, your screws, rods. I understand now. I understand why people put all of the belts on a floor underneath. So then you can have spaghetti chaos happening on a floor below you, underneath you, which you can wall off and not see. And then they just neatly come up and go into your machines. Whereas what I'm going to have to do is try and belt weave the shit out of this so it looks nice somehow. We could do an up and over situation. Should we just do an up and over situation? It doesn't need to be particularly fast. Where's conveyor lift? I can't remember how you use these. Let's just do that. How fast do these things work? 60 resources a minute. Are they equally as fast as belts? They are, okay. Now we need that to reach an equally... We need that of equal height to come up here. Does that look level? Boom. Genius, that. Genius, that. Probably should have brought it a bit further. Whatever. How do I rotate this to point this way? Where's the rotate button? Aha, mouse wheel, like that. So that brings it down. And then we've got a belt that we can just go boop for now. Elegance. Absolutely beautiful, yo. Absolutely beautiful. Kind of should have done it out of here, to be fair, but like, it'll do. Right, that's copper sheets. Did I configure you to do some in? 20 copper a minute in, 10 sheets out. in a box, slowly, slowly, slowly. Right, nice. What else are we going to need for the production of coal stuff? So that's going to be, we're going to need copper sheets to do all of the pipey business. Considering we're going to need to go on an adventure, I want to make sure that when we go on an adventure, I've got everything I need. Pipes, pipe junctions, pipe pumps are going to need rotors. Rotors are being produced. Pipeline supports is just the same as any old foundation. That's easy business. Right, we need power coal generators. There was some maths and there was some logic to how you do coal. And it was a massive, great big, stinky, great big argument on how you do coal on the internet, I vaguely remember. The question I now have is, do I completely ignore it? Or do I bow down to public perception on how you do coal on the internet? They produce 75 apiece. They consume a bunch of water. Didn't power the copper sheets thing. Ooh, you're probably right, thank you. I would have completely forgotten about that. Thank you. I nearly completely forgot about that. Do whatever feels right. That's what I did. It worked out alright. We made it to fuel, so I'll say it's fine. Yeah. Going by history, you'll probably ignore it and then regret it. You know me too well. You know me too well. It's something to do with the amount of water that can be put in one, I vaguely remember. What do I need to make one of these? Right, let's have a little look, shall we? Fucking hell, I forgot how big they are.
Most pioneers already had coal power set up by this point because they understood their responsibility to humanity.
Shut up, Ada.
Pioneer attitude metrics. Reminder: coal-powered generators require coal.
Right, what's the stats on one of these bad boys then? So it needs 50 meters cubed of water. Current amount in building. Oh, it can store 50 meters cubed in the building, but it consumes 45 meters a minute. Okay, maybe this is designed to take some of the stress of having to pump it full of water permanently. Produces 75 megawatts of juice per. Supported fuel types. No fuel. Okay, it's not easy to see, is it, how much coal it takes without plugging it in. Coal in one, water in the other. Let's assume at 75 megawatts a go, we want at least 10, but something about this makes me think you need it in banks of 6. So I think we need 12 of these. So let's get materials together for 12. I'm going to assume that's roughly what we need before we venture out. Bunch of cables, bunch of reinforced plate, bunch of rotors. Now those have slowly been producing. Haha! You know all those rotors I burned earlier? Now we need them. Okay. All of this ore needs to just not be here. I need a storage container for just storing things. I find it weird how the personal storage boxes are this big and have how many slots is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, 16, 20, 25 slots of storage in a box this big. Yet this hooning great big thing has less storage, yet is about 700 times the size. Can I make personal storage boxes? Oh yeah, water extractors. This is okay. This is where some of the science comes in, right? Water extraction rate 120 cubic meters per minute. So one of those is only able to facilitate 2. Is it 1 to 2 on those? What were they? 45. They consume 45. That's not an easy. Okay, if we have 10 coal power plants, that's like 8 water extractors or something. No, it's not. It's like 6 water extractors. Don't forget about the slugs. Yeah, I need to go get the slugs. Actually, that was the trick, wasn't it, for some of this? You slug something to make all of the numbers balance nicely. Remember, the game has a calculator you can use. Does it? Where's the calculator? If you press N. Oh, does this work as a calculator? Huh, okay, so it does. It does require me to type shit out though. I don't have a number pad on my keyboard, so we still do this. We still do this because that's easier. Okay, well, that's cool. Sure. So we need the water extractors. What else do we need? Water extractors. Let's just say we need like 6 of those. Let's just do that six water extractors is more than enough for 12. I'll just do a 2-to-1 ratio. Then that's more than enough. Do so much math on a daily basis and no number pad. I really regret buying a keyboard without a number pad. I genuinely did not realize how much I used the number pad until I bought a keyboard without it, and then I'm like, oh dear, oh dear. 120 coal goes into 8 generators. Which requires 3 water extractors. Is that the ratio, is it? 1 to 8 to 3. One to 8 to 3. Or sorry, 120 to 8 to 3. Depends what the coal was up there. There was 4 nodes, wasn't it, that we need to mine out first. Maybe we should go mine out the coal before we worry about this too much. We also need to figure out how to get power up there first. And then power back. We're going to have to run a bunch of big old power cables all the way as well. But nothing else to make any of this is requiring me to produce. What I'm just trying to check is that I've got all the components needed to make all of this at least already automatically being produced. A fluid buffer holds up to 400 meters cubed of fluid, has pipeline input and outputs. They use big old dirty frameworks. We haven't done frameworks yet. That's probably also something that we should probably automate, but I think power is more important first. Everything else seems okay. Everything else seems okay. Do we need to fundamentally try and unlock any of this to do power? I don't think we do. Enhanced asset security might not be a terrible idea. Just as we will inevitably meet the locals. Let's grab that. 600 of these. Bunch of this. Alright, let's go get more of those. Wire. Rods. Wire rods and reinforced, some of the others. No, they're rotors. Where's... Is it these? There we go. Yeah, getting a separate number pad is probably useful, but the space where my number pad would now normally be is actually where I keep my Stream Deck. So I've got another problem. Another problem being is that I've filled the gap. But you are right. Wait, did I not pick up any of those? Did I go to the box and not pick any up? I must have ran out of inventory space. Big red button! Boom.
Milestone reached. The Xeno Basher is a direct upgrade from the Xeno Zapper. In the words of the engineer that first developed this tool, quote, "The Zapper kind of electrocutes things, the Basher straight up smacks stuff, while also electrocuting them." Unquote.
Straight up.
It is beneficial during encounters with aggressive fauna and has been tested thoroughly. The engineer's noble sacrifice for Xeno research will not be forgotten, whoever they were.
Right, now we've got a second one of those. We need 5 of these framework businesses, 5 modular frames. We'll just handcraft those for now. Two, 4, and 1 for good luck. Oh, is it because I'm using one? Wait, what? Here we go. Boom. Right. Oh, we got another hand inventory slot as well. Do I need anything else on hand right now? I got my nuts in one hand. I got my chainsaw in the other hand. I got my Xeno Basher in my other hand. It's a wacky stick, look. Vom, 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 vom. I have to ask, what's the nut you're holding? It's food, basically. It's basically food. Basic food. Vom. Nice, okay. I'm half putting off going and doing this coal business, aren't I? I need 300 reinforced plates. I need 180 rotors. Actually, do I think it's smart to go set up a bank of 8 coal power generators first? And then so that we've got some coal power being produced, and then we can go back and double it, and then we can go back and double it again, rather than trying to build it all in one go. We should get some up and running. If we get some up and running, then I can get the rest. So let's make some amendments to our to-do list a little bit. Let's take that down to 8. Let's take that down to 4. I want enough for 1 bonus one. Not because I need one bonus one, but it makes sure I definitely have enough resources and materials. We're going to need bonus copper sheets to do it as well. Right, so there's our actual shopping list to get coal up and running. Cables, easy business. Copper sheets probably should have been doing by now. Let's put our nuts back in our hand. Right, we'll have all of them. Copper cable rotors, need some more of those. Sheets, we're going to need more of those. Cables, we've got enough of those. Right, the rest of it just needs to cook now. We can, in theory, help the process along by making some of this by hand, I guess. Our little make everything section hasn't been cooking for long enough, clearly. No kink shame. I always kink shaming if it's super weird. Rotors. Let's make some more of these. This is the reason, to be fair, we've stacked up a shitload of these basic materials in chests. Meaning that if we do need to handcraft a bunch of shit to make some one-time, coal-powered generators, they're something we're going to build once. Which means if I need to build them with components I make by hand, it's fine. What you don't want to be doing is handcrafting, like, end game stuff. You want that to just work. Slowly but surely, methodically just work. Right, we're out of parts for those. We're missing more rods. More rods, probably some more screws. Where's screws? Who stole screws? Screws. Where's the screws? Was it literally the one I didn't check? Yeah, of course. Part of me really wants to automate modular frames, and I know I'm going to regret not doing this before I go set up coal. Is it quick enough and easy enough to quickly bang this out? I need another build making reinforced iron plates, and I then need to just slam in some iron rods. We are running the risk very quickly, though, of stripping our iron supply. That means I need to upgrade the bus. Upgrading the bus needs yet even more of these things. Okay, yeah. Updating these now is a problem. Let's get power sorted first. Rotors, more rotors, go. These little shopping lists are kind of handy, though, to be fair. It saves me having flipping Excel spreadsheets and stuff on the go. I also kind of need to remember that I need a bunch of stuff for mining the coal out the ground in the first place. So that's going to be concrete. That's going to be basic plates for all the foundations. I left this man yesterday when he was still on that I will not build a bus, and today I come back and it's bus, bus, bus. Look, old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. Some bonus rotors as well. Reinforced plate. What are we missing for these? Regular iron plates. It's not that much of a bus in reality, it's not that much of a bus. It's just that we have I've got 2 rows of iron ingots coming in, 1 row of copper ingots coming in, which is just being sort of filtered and distributed through this mini make everything section. like I said, I tried to not make it a bus. My end components are not then going back on the bus like a true bus sort of would facilitate. For example, if I need these early components again to make something more advanced, I just make these early components again and directly insert. So basically everything that goes into one of these chests is built from just these 2 raw materials to begin with. I'm very, very quickly going to hit the limitation here, doing it this way. For example, I might make floor 2 of this factory, and then once these are full, bring some of these upstairs to the 2nd floor, like key components, so that it makes the intermediate, like level 2 intermediates upstairs, and we don't have to then make all of the basic shit first if that's already being made downstairs. I don't know, I haven't decided. I'm going to try and build some verticality into this, because Factorio, everything's on 1 level, and I'm trying to not play Factorio in disguise, even though it looks a lot like Factorio right now. I can't lie. Reinforced iron plates. Let's get some more of these made. We're going to run out of screws here, aren't we? There was 4... Was there 4 iron patches? No, 4 coal patches. So we're going to also need materials actually for 4 miners additionally, so that we can pull the coal out the ground properly. I probably want 4 containers on top of that. Let's add some more bits and pieces to our... We're going to want at least 4 of those. Take the coal out the ground, put the coal in a storage container, and then belt it to the coal power plant. Meaning if we're not consuming all of the power, at least we're stocking up and building a little bit of a buffer. We're going to need 4 miners. 1, 2, 3, 4. The default extraction rate is 60 per minute. Extraction rate varies based on the resource node purity. I'm going to assume those 4 coal patches we found are all normal ones, which means we will need to tap all of them. Yeah, okay. Then we need a bunch of foundations and other stuff. It's just first-person Factorio in the end. Yeah, I would like to make it look a little bit neater and a little bit tidier, though, than what we often do in Factorio. Like I said, that's easier said than done. I also think we need a way more reinforced iron plate, because we're going to need to use tier 2 belts, aren't we? If a bank of 8 coal generators takes 120 coal, then we need tier 2 belt. So we're going to need a bunch more reinforced iron plate in order to make all the belt as well. So let's not forget that. We need more screws. To celebrate the return of WoW to China, the publisher made several Audi-branded cars. The physical shop contains dozens of goods, from postcards to cookies. A Warcraft train has been launched. Not to mention different in-game gifts. There's a golden version of Ashes that's been data mined that's apparently going to China. I don't know if we'll see it on the EU realms at any point. If you cursor over the search node on the map, it will show whether it's normal, pure, or impure. Okay. They're up here somewhere. Impure. Ouch. Impure. Purity temp? What the fucking hell does that mean? Why can't I move this map? Oh, I can move the map. Okay. Well, okay. And then they disappear fast enough. Maybe they're not great then. Well, either way, it means we're going to need to tap them, pull the resources out of the map. It looked like 4. It may or may not be 4. We'll start with 4. We need more reinforced plate. For all the foundations, we're going to need concrete. We don't seem to have more than... Oh, we do have a bunch of concrete. Right, do we think we're loaded? I think we should take more copper sheets because I think pipes. I think I need way more copper sheets than I think I realise. I'm not sure 119 bonus ones is going to be enough, you know, but we'll hope it gets us going. Dismantled crate. The hell? Okay. Are we ready to go on an adventure? Do I think I'm adventure worthy to go find some coal? Oh my god, have we been... Are we on to the 11th hour of this playthrough already? Holy shit. I only started this time yesterday. Shit. I've literally spent 50% of my life playing this game in the last 24 hours. Okay. Up north we go. Up north we go. Let's get our wacky stick in hand. Do I trail power now? Or do I trail power on the way back? I don't know where I'm going yet. So trailing power might not be a great option. But I guess we kind of do need to. Take power with me now. We'll go up this way across the river. In fact, I tell you what, it doesn't look like it's going to be too far away actually. I think the distance of the map is deceiving. Oh, that's full. That's full. All right. Where are we going? was pretty much due north of me, if I remember. There we go, 600 meters that way, up on the cliff edge. Okay, yeah, it's not actually in the grand scheme of things, it's not actually that far away. I need to figure out how to get up that cliff though. Oh wait, wire's too long. Okay, we got to go up that way, haven't we? Jesus, that thing's huge. This thing still looks like I'm right underneath it. It's a monster. The easiest way up the cliffs are ladders from the Awesome Shop. I've not done a single thing with the Awesome Shop yet. I've not sunk a single thing. But I'm starting to think that some of the life luxuries from the Awesome Shop might be worth grabbing soon. Combined with ramps and foundations. Yeah. Yeah, long term, definitely. Totally agree with you. Short term, yeah, you'll have to wait. Is this coal here? Are we, like, literally already here? No, that's not coal. What's this? Well, coal is that way, though, mind. Impure, impure, normal, normal. 2 normals and 2 impures. So that's what, 180? And we've got more coal over here. Okay. A local. A local. Come here, local. Get ruined, local. Yes, get ruined.
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most
more
likely
ore.
stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Research the remains in the MAM to establish classification and potential countermeasures.
We need to put down... Why is there not... Is that an ore marker? Can I name these? No, not highlight. Stop highlighting. Can I name it something? See, they do some stuff so intuitively, and some stuff just not. Like, can't I give that a tag? Can I say what that is? I can click on it, change the icon. Can I give it, like, a name so I can say what it is? Apparently not. Highlight it, stop highlighting it. Okay. I swear I used to be able to name these. I just want to write iron. Okay, maybe I can't. I was highlighting it so I know that they're here in the future, but apparently I can't. Use a marker instead of a stamp. Markers have more options. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, and then I can use the stamp. Flipping hell. Okay. What colour's iron? Blue-ish. We'll say iron's blue. That's purple. Right, there we go. Yeah, that'll do. These are one of those little things that you just have to do it a few times to figure out how it works. $300 that way. Ooh, crash site. Where's the locals? There's the local. You gonna fuck my day up? Bees usually do. Oh, ouch. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. Come on, bees. Do it. Whoa, bonus bee. Wait, still bonus bee. No more bonus bees. Come on, bonus bee. You know you want to. No, you're not playing. Fuck you. Some encased beams. Some steel pipes. These are going to come in very handy. Some bonus reinforced plates. We need our spitter remains and our hatcher remains to turn those into goodies. More. Oh, not enough space for steel pipes. Oh, hang on. Hang on. We have problems on our hands here. Was not expecting to be overburdened with stuff already. Let's get rid of that modular frame. I don't need that for anything right now. You a thing? You're not a thing. Oh, satyrs. Limestone. Screw off. Yoink. Yoink. What's in the box? Which one's the big box? Is this the big box? 8 bees confirmed, yeah. Repairs needed. Battery broken. Needs 100 megawatts. Oh, convenient. Have some juice. Oh shit, no, I don't have room for the flipping. What can we get rid of? Do I need 3 pieces of bacon? I don't know, probably do need bacon. 1 random lonely plate. We can get rid of you. That's why we take power. Thank you. Thank you for not spoiling it, but thank you. Wise words. Wise words. Oh, I've blown the power grid doing that. Shit! Shit! I clearly didn't have 100 megawatts of juice. Now my factory's not doing diddly. Okay, well, let's go. Flipping hell. All right, let's let's go find the coal. Should be over this hill, right? Yeah. Okay. You can turn the power back on at a power pole. Oh my god, absolute genius. Today I learned. Wow, I would have actually ran all the way back to the base to the power generators to have done that had I not known. Oh dear. Oh dear. 284 max consumption. Oh dear. We might just be cooked for power anyway. Shit. Okay, this is why we needed coal, and we needed coal yesterday. Right, well, I guess the factory's just not working for a bit then. Where is the coal? Oh, a slug! Oh, I haven't got room for a slug either. I got a stupid golden slug or yellow slug, and I haven't used that thing yet either. I nearly threw the hard drive away then because there was only one of them. That would have been a terrible mistake, wouldn't it? Can we wang down a craft bench and make something? I'm just going to convert one problem into another problem here, aren't I? Okay, we freed up some stuff and then we quickly used the slot again. Okay, you go away. Where did me slug go? Is this our coal? That doesn't look very coal-like, does it? Oh, a local. Hi, local. Get fucked. This is copper. Where's our coal at then? Oh. Is it down here? Is that coal? Wait, hang on. What am I searching for? Have I been searching for the wrong thing the whole time? Okay, coal patches are down here, apparently. How do I get this side of the cliff safely? I didn't realise they were down in this little... Here's me climbing up and over the cliffs, and I needed to go down and round them. Well, today I learn. Is there an easy path round there? Oh shit, I went the wrong way the entire time. We should have gone down this way. Okay, easy fix. Easy fix, no biggie. Oh my god, there's all nodes all over the place. Caterium? Yes! I haven't got storage space for that though. Oh, so when we were at the iron, we should have we took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. That was our problem. Got more limestone over there as well. Kind of sneaked through the rock there a little bit, but what are you going to do? Right, okay. Right, coal. Coal, coal, locals. Big local. Big local looks scary. One there, one there. One 250 meters that way, one 250 meters that way. Right, so these are the ones we got to claim. We got to take out the locals, haven't we? Do the locals respawn by chance? I bet they do. Right, I can't remember, but I'm going to assume we pick up. I assume the same rule applies. Being that we can just foundation over the top of these and then put the miner on top of it. Miner? Huh. Maybe we need to see it a little bit better. This usually works. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it's just a bit of an awkward, weird placement. 30 coal a minute. That's not great, is it? But 30 coal a minute is better than nothing. If I pissed... That's a big old local. Oh shit, I've attracted the young'uns. Stupid son of a bitch. Where did your friend go? Is your friend hiding under there? I can't get you, you donkey. Come out here, please. Oi. Oi. Okay, you can get me, clearly. Right, what do we think our odds are about the big local? Let's save the game before we... I don't want to save scum it, but we'll see. All my days, okay. Just smack it real hard. Oh, he fell over. Oh, he fell over. He's easy. Easy business. We got this. Oh, I don't have inventory for more goodies. I don't have the space for more goodies. Yoink.
The effigy has no song, only echoes, but it is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention. Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
I think I need to keep the bacon, don't I? That'll do for now. Right. Right, we've got one coal doing coal things. Let's get that switched on. I think we're just gonna build our coal power plant like right here. We'll just claim this area in the name of coal. We'll dig up these two coal. These are both impure, so these are only going to be 60. We need to go get another one of the coals. Wasn't it 120 to 8? That's why we brought 8 coal power generators with us. So we need 120. So we need these 2 plus at least 1 more of these. There was 2 more nodes, I think, close. 250. Okay, there's a couple over there. Let's claim all of them then. Let's start getting them powered up. Let's get them put in a storage container so that they can start accruing. Logistics. Storage container. What? How can that not be straight? What? How is that even possible? I even waited until the little line was there to show me it was aligned correctly. Right. She's a bit kinky, but she's in. She's a bit kinky, but she's in. You should find SAM or ASAP after you've set up your coal. It's going to make life much easier. The spheres and the sloop need the SAM to continue researching. Okay. That's handy to know. This was an awful lot of foundation for like 2 machines, wasn't it? Right, we are... Why are we not a go-go? Oh yeah, because our power's fucked. Adding more to the network's not going to unfuck it, is it? Okay, well I guess we need to build it all and then switch it all on. Somehow, possibly, maybe possibly. Let's go claim this coal in the name of Mantheus. I don't know why I insist on having it all at the same level, but some element of OCD kicks in and I can't help it. Right. Are you gonna neatly allow a storage container? No, of course you're not. Fuck me. Build all of it and just have a bio reactor to kickstart it. That's probably a good plan of action, yeah. Is this a bit... it's a bit kinky, but it's in again. Okay, sure. Right. I don't want to pave over particularly any... we need to find the other coal, don't we? Where's the other coal at? This way. Why don't I see it? Oh, don't be right on top of there like an absolute dick. What's the... Whoa, what's the odds it's right on top of there? Oh, locals. Hello, locals. Yo, making this lightsaber first was a play. God, I hate locals. Not enough space for stinger remains. Ah, it's a bane of my life. Not enough. Okay, yoink, yoink. It is literally up here. Okay. Well, you still get to go on foundations because of reasons. None of the miners are actually on the world grid, so you're never going to get them to line up perfectly. Oh, is that why? Okay. Yeah, I've had this problem about 12 times already. I should have learnt that by now, shouldn't I? Okay, now it's windy outside. Sounds like the roof's going to come off my studio. Oh, and there's the other one down there. Right, so there's our 4 part. These are the normal ones, aren't they? These are 60 per minute. So 60 plus another 60, 120 plus a third 60. We got 180 coal over here to play with then. 180 coal and we can just wang a power plant here. Boom. Okay, we didn't bring power up here, did we? We should have brought power up here. Odds on me getting these to line up. This is entirely not necessary, but... Oh, never lucky, look. Okay, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough. Don't complain. I should just use a belt elevator, boom, down to level ground, shouldn't I? But, whatever. We tarmac the world. We tarmac the world. We tarmac the world. I'm going to come back and look at this in 50 hours time and think, what the f was I doing? But today, this is the best decision I've ever made. No, that's now too low, isn't it? Wait, there is no... Oh, that's a ramp. Yeah, it'll do. It'll do. Right. Another miner. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Boom. Right. That is... Oh, I mean, that I've already turned around, looked at that and thought, what am I doing? We're gonna need a power pole here. Missing wire. That wasn't something I contemplated being a problem when I came all the way out here, but it's going to be a monster of a problem now. Not so much when we can just do this. Maybe. For some reason, I have a shitload of iron, copper ingots on me. Right, we need to decide then where I'm going to build the actual power plant and how it's going to look. I'm guessing, I can't remember how deep the water needs to be, but this looks like the sea, so I'm going to assume that the water is at least deep enough. That's also definitely on a different level to that. Alright, whatever. That was not something I envisioned being a problem. No, no, go down. Go down. 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 There we go. Ah, shit. Controls still feel very clunky for me. Oh, and now we've run out of concrete. Okay. All of this concrete jungle is going to be a problem, isn't it? Right. Let's just start planning this out then. I need a watchtower because I'm going to need to see this from above. To try and at least figure out what the hell is going on. Because I remember these coal power plant things being absolutely hooning. Right. Can we just squeeze 8 of them along there? I reckon we can. Do I want to build them more inland so that we inevitably... Are we going to double this? I don't think we can double it. We can only build like 8 down here, can't we? These 2 facilitate the 8. These 2 are just like bonus coal, just to make sure we have enough. These are unpure nodes, which is just annoying. Maybe there does become a point later where we double it. Should we just build it out into the sea? Like this way round, but build out into the sea. So then we can put another one the other side of it if needs be. Maybe, possibly. One. Two. That's only 4. We need this again. Holy. Okay. I already don't think I have enough materials to do all of this. Maybe I can get rid of half of my concrete jungle. Clearly misunderstood just how much we need for this. Oh shit, is that rock going to get in the way? Oh man, if that rock gets in the way of my last one, I'm going to cry. We'll just put one on the other end, don't we? How many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The rock's going to get in the way. We'll put another one on that end. No, we won't, because we ran out of mats. Just shaving bits off now to desperately put foundations down. We'll come back and make it look neat and tidy another day, honest. I need that for the pipes and the hoses. Ah! Oh, this is so dumb. Right, you're not technically needed. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Talk about cutting it fine. Oh no, that's the one we took out. I need to put another one up there. Surface is too uneven. No, don't be telling me my surface is too uneven. Right, we're gonna. Oh, I can't even reach. I can't even reach that. Okay. My sky bridge has got to go. We don't need 2 sky bridges. Main limitation at this stage is the throughput of the pipes, 300 unless you run multiple pipes. This was the crux of the conversation I remember about this last time we played. The fact that there's some limitation You either balance for the amount of water pipes or you balance for the amount of ore input. And I can't quite remember what the actual solution was eventually. Right, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 generators. Right, we've got our 8 generators in. Now we need to do the manifold pipe weavy business. Do I do pipes or do I do coal first? You know what I definitely didn't do? Oh no, we have got a bunch of spare reinforced iron plate. That can be, because this needs to be a tier 2 belt, or this needs to be tier 2 belt everywhere, doesn't it? We need a tier 2 belt to feed all of these. It works if you make a loop with the pipes. Okay. Let's do the easy bit. Let's do... our coal is going to come in from this way. Now, I'm actually going to give it more room than I think it needs, only because then we can fit pipes in. These don't need to be tier 3 belts. Oh no, that's clearly not in the right spot. I got it all the way until we got to the last one. Wait, where's the thing? Wait, what? How doesn't... Okay. That still doesn't look right. Is that right? Maybe it is. Okay. Tier 2 belt from all of these. And then tier 1 belt into the machines. Beautiful. Okay. Now we just got to figure out the water scenario. Let's assume water comes from this direction. Well, it's not an assumption. The sea is kind of that direction. Pipeline. Right, now to try and remember how the flipping out pipeline works. What build modes we got? Auto, Auto 2D, Noodle, Horizontal to Vertical. No, that's not right. Eight generators saturates a Mark II belt, but 6 saturates a Mark I pipe. Yeah, maybe this is why I vaguely remember way back in the day, I only put 6 generators down. And people were like, no, you can put 8 off a full belt. And I was like, no, because water pipes. I remember this was a thing. And it's clearly a thing again. Anybody remember how you do trading via the neutral auction house in Classic? Do you need 2 different accounts? Or is it possible to do it with just one? You need 2, yeah, because you can't technically buy your own auctions off the same account. You can run the pipes on top of the splitters. Also makes it pleasing from the OCD perspective. So if we do pipeline supports here, is this what we're saying? It doesn't want an invalid build location. It doesn't let me build it on top of here. Stackable conveyor. Oh, I don't have stackable pipe things. I don't have a stackable pipe connector. Or do I? I have a pipeline junction. Yes, you technically can only use 300 water in a pipe, but if you make a loop or ring with the pipes, you end up with the additional 60 just sloshing around in the pipes. That sounds kind of like clever use of game mechanics-y, which I like. If I put the junctions up here, can the okay, I can't seem to elevate the junctions on top of these things in any way. I'm almost starting to think it would have been easier to put the pipes on the lower level.
Fixit pipelines can contain any fluid, including the water necessary for coal-powered generators. Note:
Missing
water does
iron
not
plate?
flow upwards
You
by
shitting me?
itself. While water extractors provide some lift, to truly defy gravity, consider the use of pipeline pumps.
I've also ran out of flipping iron. Too many goddamn foundations. It wasn't actually concrete I was running out of, it was iron plates. Which has completely scuppered me because I need more iron for all of this business. And I also need to reconsider what the hell's going on with this because I don't like that at all. That's the solution. Put the pipeline support just before the belt. Lift and then remove the pipeline support. Then you can connect the pipe and the splitter thing. Okay. Considering the water's a bag of dicks, I might do the water first and then just the cold can come down and in. Put the pipeline support just before here. Lift that up. Can we then put a junction on the end of this thing? Why doesn't the junction attach to that? Is that not how that works? Can we not go from U into U? I'll then remove the support. Okay, now we're cooking. Doing that a billion times is going to be pain, but okay, now we're cooking. Pipeline support in front of the thing. Up to. Pipe into it. Delete the thing. Junction. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Okay. And then boom. Well, that's not too tragic, is it? My belts could do with moving over an inch now. My OCD is going to be furious at me, the fact that I didn't build these directly under the pipes now, but I see how that works. Right, let's repeat that process like 1,000 times then. Wait, hang on. That's not in the right place. That one's aligned. This one's cock out. This one's gone all horribly wrong. Oh god. OCD is going to be an absolute flipping hellhole of a time. Straight. Woof, okay. I think we got it. It's now just getting it right. What a palaver. These are the kinds of things that I'm kind of glad you don't have to do all that frequently. But figuring it out is kind of fun. That is until we want to double this in a minute. There's a strong chance that I will want to double this from 8 up to 16 within some reasonable amount of time. I think in my first playthrough I ended up with 32. So I better get some practice in doing this. Is it universal that everybody who likes these games has OCD? No. I've seen an awful lot of people that play these games that clearly couldn't care about the aesthetics whatsoever. And some days I wish I had the ability to not care about it. Just to explain, you normally elevate the pipes, as pipes are more forgiving than conveyors when building with elevation, given that you're not using conveyor lifts. That only goes for small elevations, as big elevations might then require a pump depending on where the liquid goes. For future reference, if you hold Alt and scroll wheel up and down to create additional hotbars, I put all my pipe stuff and belt stuff on one, power and such. Yeah, I'm not using the hotbars anywhere near as much as I should right now, but that's mostly because I'm still desperately trying to get my head around keybinds and how all the building stuff works. Once we're on autopilot for this sort of stuff, I hotbar everything, yeah. I'm just not quite there yet. Any of you that follow me in World of Warcraft on the regular will know I like to do as much as I can manually to begin with, to learn the process. And then we do silly things like keybinds and hotbars and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, you're right. Right. That should, in theory, be everything piped. Now we need to do some offshore pumpage business for the actual water, don't we? Where was all of that? Water extractors. Extracts water from the body of water that is built on. Note the water needs to be sufficiently deep and rivers are generally not enough. 120 per minute, head lift of 10 meters. Well, we deliberately built this quite low down. I also remember these end up looking absolutely fucking gross, so I might just slam these down and not even try and make these look neat and tidy, just for reference.
That may indeed be water. Try submerging your arm. If it does not dissolve, that will narrow down the range of possibilities. Or you could just pipe it to a coal-powered generator and see what happens.
This is where I really would like more flooring. Do I randomly not even have enough for an iron bench? Of course not. Make a pipe loop before connecting the extractors. Okay, hang on. When you refer to pipe loop, can I just take this down under the platform, back up the other end? Is that an acceptable version? Does that work? Or can I loop it back on top of itself? Like such. You can do 8 generators with Mark 1 pipe. Just combine 2 extractors on one side and loop the third on the other end of the pipe manifold. This is why I only ever did 6. This is only why I only ever did 6 before. I also want to clarify that one of the problems with running 8 is that you are exactly 100% at the limitations of your belt, meaning there's no way for these to ever start stacking up. Which is why I did 6 before. I know the general consensus is to do 8, and I know the internet wants you to do 8, and the common way of doing it is to do 8, but it seems so much easier to do banks of 6, because then you don't have to piss around with any of this pipe shenanigans. And use the age-old theory of just build more. It's better for your belt to be slightly oversaturated than have to do all this shenanigans with pipes, because it's going to look grim. I kind of almost don't want to loop it around because it's going to look gross. Let me figure out connecting all of these together in the first place anyway. Oh, I like horizontal vertical as a build mode. I could get behind that. That has some uses. Doesn't work around corners, mind, but otherwise it has uses. This is completely on a different angle as it is anyway. Okay. That's as neat and as tidy as that's getting for now. If you're using 4 water extractors, then there's no need to loop the pipes. Oh, yeah, I'm using 4 because symmetry. Oh, okay. Well, that solves all of that problem then. Right, we need coal in. That means we need some power down here. My main base is completely foobarred of power. I think we disconnect this from the main base and we jump start it. Can we jump start this with some bio burners? Get it up and running. Yeah, jump start it with a couple of bio burners. In fact, we need to run belts to here, don't we? These two, annoyingly, this one and this one are the low purity ones that I'm not really going to bother using. These are the 260s, so that makes 120. That's got to come in this way then. Which was 120 belt? That was 120 belt. Bring you down. 260s in makes a 120, right? Simple maths. God, I hope I have enough materials for all of this. Right, a 60 belt from down here. Why has that gone off on a fucking weird on? Okay. Oh yeah, because these aren't normal to begin with, are they? It's going to be a little bit crooked to begin with. Oh, did I not put this in a box first? I wanted to put this in a box first, didn't I? Just so we got some stockpilage situation. Storage container. Even if this ends up looking a bit crooked, at least it will straighten up then out of here. Wait, why won't that come down here? Oh, I'm out of regular plates. Oh my god. I don't actually think I've got enough. Maybe we just do a big old lift. How long do the lifts go? How long do these things go? Do these have a maximum height on them? Not really. Maybe we do it that way instead. Or maybe we do the smart thing and at least get it plugged in with this one. Jump start it with one. And then I can come back and connect the other one. It's not going to be working very efficiently until we've got it done properly, but that might actually be the best plan of action. As a fellow OCD sufferer, put belts in default mode for the ramps, they end up looking better. And then in straight mode, yeah, okay. Merger. $60 in there. 60 will come from somewhere there. We'll figure that one out in a minute. And you are going to have to go like that somehow. Right, okay. No power. We'll need to run power up there, but I need a solution for up there. I've suddenly realised I'm rushing because I've just seen the time and I realised that I have about 13 minutes before I have to end the stream, and I really want to get this switched on before then. Oh shit, I fell off. Stupid cactus. Oh, now the power line's too long. Where's the power connector on all of these? Oh, the power connector's on the back of these, isn't it? That means we need to run our power lines down this way. Righty then. We need... How much are we going to need to jumpstart all of this? It's going to be a significant amount, isn't it? And I bet your ass I don't have enough to do it. Biomass burners. I need 15 flipping. All we need is that little bit of coal to come through. We didn't turn on our water pumps, did we? We need power to the water pumps. I can't easily see, but there's a green light over there. I'm hoping then there's going to be some coal coming down on this belt before too long to prime our situation here. These bad boys need some power as well. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass to power as well, isn't it? because we can't connect them all to the same line. Okay, they should all be on. Why are they not on? Why are they not on? What have I not done? I didn't connect that power pole back there, did I? Ah! Turn on the water extractors and one miner to saturate the generators before connecting to the main grid. Yeah, I'm just going to get the whole thing switched on. Using... yeah, I knew that would probably blow the fuse. These are going to take too much juice, aren't they? Did we get any coal in the meantime, though? Some coal is here. Can I... Is that enough? Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. Don't delete the thing. Flipping hell. Can that get some juice in the pipes? Something's happening. Oh, you are doing 120 a minute. Right, let's give that a minute to get something going on in the pipes. Right, let's let that do its thing. Stupid thing taking 20 megawatts of juice is the problem. Turn off the coal generators till some of the resources are built up. Well, they're slowly filling with water, which is what I want, really, isn't it? I want them to fill up with 50 meters cubed of water each. Oh, I've cooked it. The whole point of priming this, for me, is that we get a little bit of coal in, we get a little bit of water in, so then it all turns on and just turns itself on, really, then, doesn't it? Because this isn't connected to my main base yet in any way, shape or form. This is entirely separated. So I just need this biomass burner to keep the whole thing on until it becomes self-sufficient. Once it's got some coal and some water, it should turn itself all on. See, look. Turned one on, which will take stress away from this. This will prime itself basically now. I just got to make sure it doesn't run out of juice. Flow rate 7 a minute. We need 300 a minute. That'll happen in a minute. Just got to let the pipe saturate, I think. Let the everything fill up. It should start having more than enough power to power itself, if that makes sense. I've only connected one of the coal things up. And one of the water things so far. But now that some of them are working, we should be able to turn on the other water pumps. No. Maybe not. We were too hasty. We need the one water pump and one miner to come along and fill all of these, really. This might just take a while now. It might just take a little while for it to all fill up. It would have been much easier if I could have connected this to our main base. But my main base is also toast right now, and I can't be bothered to go all the way back to my main base and fix that. See, the pipes are filling up. We should be able to connect more to it now, right? I said that last time and it didn't, but let's see. I think we might be good, you know. I think it might be juiced enough to run itself at least. Get all 4 water pumps pumping. Water pipes doing water pipe things. And these should... It only needs to generate enough power to power itself right now, which shouldn't be that problematic. Pipe is pretty full, which means it should back pressure the whole lot, I guess. Right, I think it's all cooking. I think it's cooking on gas, you know. Now, admittedly, it's only got half the coal it needs right now, so we can't turn it on full tilt. But look, 4 of them are now just chugging along. 5 of them, 6 of them, they're thinking about it. The coal needs to make it to this end. The coal's not made it back here yet. We need it to fill up with coal. Hang on, we're starting to see some coal turn up here as well. Now, obviously, it shouldn't be consuming much because it's only doing enough to power itself. But once we get some saturation going on, once these are full, yeah, once they're primed with 100 coal each, they'll pass the rest of it on to the next one. So once all of these are good for 100 coal, we can connect it back to our main grid. In fact, in theory, only a few of them will actually fill up because we've not got the belt fully saturated, have we? Alright, I think that's probably fine. Do I run the risk of connecting it back to the main base now and hope that it just works? It's not taking anything from here anymore, so it's fully self-sufficient now. Can we make the connection and turn our main base on from this? Do we think it's going to work? These aren't going to cook, are they, realistically? Because they're, yeah, we've got idle status going on over here now. Do we risk it? Do we risk making the connection? That should switch the whole factory back on. I say no. Consuming 250. Everything in the main base is turning back on in one go. That's going to be the issue. But as long as our production is happy. Like I said, we do need to pump some more coal into this. We're good for water, but we've only got 50% of the coal. I unfortunately need to make a trip back to base to get some more basic materials to plug the rest of these coals in. But additionally, these should also be stockpiling some coal as well. So if we get into short-term troubles, we shouldn't need instantly all of these to be up and running 100% full tilt. The whole point of this is it builds a power reserve for us for a little while now. It's tomorrow's problem, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you. It is totally 100% tomorrow's problem. I don't even have the 5 iron plates on me to build one of these. Right, boys and girls, that's it then. We've got coal up and running again. It's not the most beautiful setup you've ever seen, but it's a functioning setup. We need to make a trip back here, but at least it's not actually too far from our main base. It's literally within earshot range, honestly, in the grand scale of things. But we got 1, 2, 3, 4 more coal miners done and dusted. Set up. At least prepared and ready at least. Here we go. This is a good vantage point, even if I don't have a tower look. Oversupplying the water to fix potential throughput issues there. I don't mind if they don't all run 100% all the time. Coal is only 50% coming through right now. We need to add that second one into it. That's why I need to make a trip back to base, pick up some more mats for some more belts, believe it or not. I've ran out on the basic of the basic mats. These two aren't actually going to be used for this in any way, shape or form right now. As they're combined only produce 60 per minute. I might plug them in as like a bonus buffer just in case, I don't know, something weird happens. But we'll be able to come and double this probably soon. But the next theory is by the time this runs out, we should be working towards oil anyway. But boys and girls, I gotta love you and leave you. I'm busy for the rest of the day. I have my wife's Christmas present that I need to deliver on. I'm taking her out for dinner, and we're going to go watch a show this evening. But we'll be back tomorrow. First time watching you, enjoyed the stream, thanks. Hey, I greatly appreciate it. Now, considering there's a bunch of us here, it seems sensible to see if there's anybody that we can share the love with. One thing I really like about the Satisfactory community is you guys are solid about sharing the love. Let's see who's live in the Satisfactory channel. Now, I'm going to be brutally honest. I don't know many of the people in the category, but I'll pass you over to somebody that seems to be... I was hoping to find other English ones. This could be problematic. French, Dutch, Bare minimum effort. I like the name bare minimum effort. That fits my prerogative. I'm going to send you over to another Satisfactory stream. Same category. Where did they go? Where did they go? Where did they go? Wait, hang on. There's another fellow Finn here. Well, I'm not Finnish myself, by the way, but there's a native Finn. I'll support the native Finns. By the name of Sarth. Let's send you over to Sarth. Right, enjoy the rest of your day, boys and girls. Thank you very much for joining. We'll raid in. Oh, he's got hypertubes on the go and everything. He's far more advanced than me. Far more advanced. Let's send some love over this way. Enjoy the rest of your day, boys and girls. Peace.